Next is Wirewax. Steve, come on up and show us what you got. You want that?
Thank you very much.
All right.
Cheers. Hello, everybody. My name's Steve, and I'm the CEO of Wirewax. And Wirewax is a powerful and intelligent tool for adding hotspots to video. So here it is, video. It's enormously ubiquitous. It's very hard to engage audiences because there's so much of it around. And it's a very homogeneous market, and there's no return on investment. What's more is that the devices that display this content just see this as pixels. They have no idea that these are people, products, and objects, and none of those things are connected up to the rest of the web. Here's the same video, but with Wirewax. So it's a piece of technology that automatically adds clickable hotspots to anything within the video. We see 5 times engagement over non-interactive video, 87% interaction rates, and the key thing here is that there is enormous return on investment. For some of our users that use this technology to create shoppable video, just like this one, we're seeing click-through rates to conversion point at something like 48%. So it kind of proves that the technology really works, but also that audiences are ready to receive this stuff. We've won lots of awards. We've been working on this technology for about 3 or 4 years. We're doing about $1 million in revenue. So how is it being used? Well, to monetize content, so allowing viewers to click on products within video and buy them, just like this shoppable video for Vans, to create or enrich and enhance video content, like this interactive unboxing video for PlayStation, or to create immersive experiences, so changing the way that we sort of deliver and consume content, a little bit like this immersive paint discovery video for Dulux Paint in the UK. So does this experience actually work? Well, yes, Vans saw an uplift in sales of the product, and PlayStation saw higher engagement on the site, and the paint brands sold out of products, so sold out of tester pots within the first week of launching the campaign. This shoppable video made the retailer $80,000 worth of sales from the video alone in 2 weeks. 78% of viewers of this video, this Shop the Room video, clicked through to product page and made the sponsor an estimated $50,000 as well. This interactive video for the BBC was an immersive experience, 500,000 views, 6.3 million interactions, 20,000 tweets, all within the first 24 hours. Audiences love this experience. That's why it's used by some of the smartest brands, and we have thousands of self-serve users. And what's core about this is the components, the computer vision components, that extract as much metadata at pixel level from things that are happening in the video, so people, products, and objects, and it does all that sort of stuff in real time with motion tracking and the rest of it. We also exploit a bunch of other stuff as well to second-guess what's happening and classify content to improve the automated process of actually creating these experiences. And so how do you guys get started? Well, it's pretty simple. You just upload your own video to the platform, and you just start adding the hotspots yourself. The difference here is that most of the heavy lifting is already done for you. So we realize that people are only going to do this if it's very slick, it's very simple, and it's very fast. And so, like I said, most of the computer vision does all the heavy lifting for you. So face detection and recognition, object search, identification, redetection, and of course, world-beating motion tracking. We give you a bunch of metrics so you can measure the performance of how the video's got on. And before you ask, yes, it works seamlessly across all devices. So what's different here? Well, we knew from the start that it was really important that machines would understand the video that it's allowing you to interact with. And as a result of that, it means that adding these hotspots is almost entirely automated. What's more is if you mix that with a end-user experience that's been polished and finessed by creatives who understand what viewers want, then that's why you're getting the performance that I'm talking about today. But 2.5 million videos are made every day, and not a single pixel is understood by machines, by the devices that display that content. And so without Wirewax, none of those viewers can interact with, can find out more information, or can buy anything they see within video. And last year, that's 1 billion wasted opportunities. So if you could just tap into a tiny fraction of that, imagine what you could do. So we're a team of 14 people with offices here in New York and in London. We have patented technology. We're leading the space at the moment. But I don't think there's any greater opportunity than to crack this right now, and we're already halfway there with proven technology that shows that it works.
Thank you very much. Judges, who wants to kick it off? Go, Charlie.
Can you talk a little bit more about the $1 million in revenue you have and what your average customer looks like in that?
So 81% of all our sales come from inbound. So typically it will come from them seeing what a competitor's done with interactive video. For example, we work with Adidas because they saw what we did with Nike. We work with NBC because they saw what we did with BBC and that sort of thing. Typically, so the way that it works at the moment is we have a self-serve platform, which means that anybody can do it themselves. It's free to use up to a certain point. And whenever you want to do something that goes beyond the limitations of that free tool, then that's when we charge you for those customizations. So the technology is always the same. There's a tag as a hotspot that hovers around. And when you interact with that, then an overlay appears. And both of those two elements can be completely customized to look and function however you want. And so we will charge the client for however they want to customize those two elements. And so at the moment, that's how we're making all our revenue. But we're actually going to switch on micropayments for the users of the self-serve tool. So if they want to know, deeper metrics, they want to use different charts, they want to use different tag designs or templates, then they'll pay using the self-serve tool.
Who's next?
Right. Who are the 12,000 users you referred to?
It's a real range, so it can be just people that upload videos and just want to, link their friends up to Facebook. It can be small retailers that do some, just walkthroughs of the store and want to make a shoppable video, and right up to broadcasters and news companies. The Guardian are one of the users. Foot Locker, Crumpler are all free users that use the platform and don't necessarily need us to get involved. They're quite happy with what they can achieve on the platform. It's only when people want to do something where they say, I want to use my own logo, I want to use my own font, I want to create a competition with the experience rather than just something that I can do on the tool, and then that's when we charge for those features. And typically those things are very efficient for us to turn around. So normally when a customization brief comes in, it's normally one developer for one day, and the rest of the team can continue working on the platform.
Can you share more details about your pricing model? How a la carte is it? Is it very customized per different clients?
Yeah, so we just base it on the complexity of what they want us to build. Typically, it starts at about $10,000 to $15,000 for the customization, and then there'll be an ongoing license for however they want to use it. So if it's just a one-off, like a fashion campaign, like twice a year, they'll just pay one-off and they're not interested in using the platform. But for some of our fast fashion brands who are doing 50 to 100 videos a month, they want to use the self-serve platform themselves. They create the content, they want to add the tags, and so they'll pay a smaller fee for the customizations, but they'll pay longer-term license fee month on month.
Does it require your custom player to play back the video?
No, so it can integrate with any player. So we actually have a wrapper for YouTube. We have a plugin for Brightcove, Vuyala, Fiddler, the platform, and a bunch of others. So it's like a JavaScript layer that just sits on top.
Do you know how many views the most viewed video has that has your hotspots?
Yeah, something like 6.5 million, something like that.
What was it?
It was for GNC, which is like a powdered energy drink thing. It was a terrible video as well, so we were surprised it got so many views. But yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about the lessons you've learned about ensuring repeat customers? I mean, you get them once and they get hooked, but what do you do to have them come back again and again?
So because we have the metrics dashboard that they have access to, it's all real time. They can see the performance in real time, how the video is performing. So they base that on click rate, how many people are clicking, audience share of click rate, and then if it's a shoppable video, then they're interested in who's clicked through to the product page to buy a product, right? And so in most cases, they all come back to us because the performance is really good. And the only time a video has failed, traditionally, it's because they haven't executed the design very well or the video itself isn't conducive for interactivity. To give you an example, we've just signed a deal with ASOS who did 2 tests, and they came back and said the results were so overwhelming that it was a no-brainer to do this on every single video that they do from now on. So I think it's just a case that audiences are now ready for this, and in some cases they're demanding this, and so the brands are just reacting to that now.
Okay, one last one. We're all set. Thank you very much. Well done. Okay.